Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing 5 different Farmhouse Trash to Treasure Dollar Tree DIYs. I'm really excited about these because they're so simple and easy to do. Anybody can do these. It's just a little bit of paint, some stencils, silhouette. If you don't have a silhouette, I'm using some stencils, some free printables online. I will leave those in link in the description box for you guys. But yeah, let's just get going. If you guys see this mess over here, this is just like all my Goodwill stuff that I have to eventually do or donate. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all yet. I don't know. I feel like I'm on a time crunch now because I bought all this stuff to do this winter, and like this winter just isn't really here. But is it gonna come? Is it gonna go? Is spring coming soon? I don't know. You guys, regardless of that, let's just jump right into these DIYs. For this first DIY, I'm just using this cutting board. I picked this up for 50 cents. They were having like half off day at a thrift shop, and I just sanded it down as best as I could. It was not sanding down the way I wanted it to, and I'm just using some black acrylic paint. I think it's Jet Black by Apple Barrel. Super, just, you know, one of those paints you can just go pick up at Walmart and you can have this forever. And I honestly use chalk paint so much, I forget how well acrylic paint actually goes on. Like, I don't know, I think I need to start buying acrylic paints again, or just probably using what I have because I have the same stuff forever and ever. I use my silhouette for this one. If I can find some sort of free printable, something similar, I will leave the link in the description box below. In a different DIY coming in this video as well, I have a just regular stencil I'll be using, and I'll try to find that too. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. But anyways, this time I just used my silhouette, and I asked everybody how you can get your vinyl off without it ripping the paint. And I already knew this was going to happen, but I actually wanted the paint to come off a little bit because I was going to end up distressing it and sanding it down a little bit anyways. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. I literally just had the biggest swallow, and I'm not even going to edit it out of this voiceover. I'm just taking the Waverly paint and celery. I was going to do white, and then I thought, you know what, let's just give it a little bit of green. It's really light color, so you're not even really going to be able to tell it's green. And then after I was done, couldn't even tell it was green. That's crazy. And then I like to peel these stencils off when everything is still wet. I don't know what the deal was, but it was coming off in chunks. It wasn't coming off all at once, and you're going to see the paint coming off. That is exactly what I wanted here because I know I could use the polyacrylic spray, seal it with Mod Podge. I do know all those options, like I said. This time around, it's just not what I wanted to do. So I couldn't find my little tool for my silhouette and for my stencils, so I just used a pen to take the rest of it off. I love this. I love the way this looks. I love the farmhouse writing. This kind of just gives me some like primitive vibes just because primitive always has like the black and then like the wood underneath it. But I think this is so stinking cute. I love this. And for 50 cents, like, how can you go wrong? This next beautiful find is this barn. I love this. It is wood. It was $3.09 from Goodwill. I'm just using the Waverly chalk paint in white. Surprise, surprise. And I'm just painting the whole bottom white, and then I'm going to be going in with an acrylic paint and going over the top of the house, oh my gosh, the top of the barn. The roof of the barn is going to be black. The bottom is going to be white, and I'm sure you guys are definitely going to get that drift. And I was super lucky to be able to find something like this because it wasn't painted before, so I only had to do one coat of each color because it was just some natural wood, no stain, no paint, no sanding. It was perfect. And then once the paint was dry, I just went in with a sander and just distressed it a little bit. I love the way the roof looks. I love the way this looks in general. I think this looks awesome. I am so happy with the way this turned out, and this was so simple and easy, and it was very quick and just one coat of paint. And these little farm animals in here are from Dollar General, I think last year and this year. This is actually going to be going to my mom's house. These are her animals, and I asked her if I could use them for this because this is her little barn shelf, and I think this looks adorable. I absolutely love it. This next one is a cutting board. I did sand it down as best as I could. The scratches were just so deep, they weren't coming out. and I just use the Waverly Wax in Antique. Sometimes I like to wet it down, not even wet it down. I like to water it down. I guess it's kind of the same thing, just to give it like a nice little stain look, and I just painted over it. I didn't wipe it down. I like the way this looks. I like the color of it. This was $3.09 from Goodwill as well, and I don't know if that's a little bit pricey, but for a piece of wood, I think it's a great deal. I didn't have to cut anything, and some people, you just don't have the tools to cut things down, so if you can find a good piece of solid wood like this, I'd like to pick them up for $3, and I think that's just fine. I'm using these Dollar Tree wood letters. I'm going to be spelling out Farm Fresh, and I'm not even going to paint them. I like the wood look and the color, so all I'm going to do is just take this little chicken stencil. Is it a chicken? Is it a rooster? I feel like I did this in a different DIY as well, and everyone's like, you said what it was wrong. I don't know. It's a rooster. It's definitely a rooster. Like, I know what I don't know. It's a rooster. It has to be, because look at its feathers, and it's just, that's what a rooster looks like to me. But you guys, so I'm just going to be taking some chalk paint, and I normally use sponges to do stencils, but I couldn't find them, so a paintbrush worked just fine. And then I'm just going to be hot gluing the Farm Fresh letters on, and then I didn't show it, but I did end up just dry brushing the edges, so it was a little bit like white on the edges and all around it, just because the stencil kind of bled through just a tiny bit, which was totally fine. I love the way this looks. I love like the distressed and like the different color look. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, the different color look. That's what I'm going to call it. So you can see that I did dry brush it right here. This is what it looks like when it's done. I put it in my kitchen, and I think this is so stinking cute and so easy. How easy was that to do? It was super easy. This next one is this cute stool. How stinking adorable is this? I snatched this up as soon as I seen it at the Goodwill. This was $3.09 as well. We're really coming with a pattern right now, because I feel like everything I buy from Goodwill is $3.09. And this is something I bought recently, and I know I'm going to use up all this stuff in my craft room, but since then, I went the beginning of February. I have not been back. I think I went like February 4th or something like that. And that is the only thing that I bought. I think Mel and I lied. I bought a couple other things. But anyways, that's the last time I've been there. I'm just using this Waverly Wax and Antique. Yet again, we're seeing a pattern, Waverly chalk paint in white. Those are just always my go-tos. And I'm going to be putting the stain color on the top. I'm not wiping it away, nothing like that. I'm just painting it on. And then I did just end up going along the bottom and just painting it a little bit more white. It was kind of chippy and yellowy color. I didn't show that because I feel like that wasn't really necessary, but I did just kind of go back over. You can't really tell in the video or in the camera that it's kind of like yellowish color, but it was. And then I went back with my silhouette, printed this off. I always pay about $1.40 for all of like my stencils or like my vinyl SVGs. Is that what we call it? I don't know, you guys. I'm so not like techie when it comes to my silhouette, although I tried my hardest, but this is like really all I can do. But I wanted to make a stencil, and then I'm just going back with a brush and dabbing this on. This was like the last of my white chalk paint, and it started to get kind of gross looking and like feeling, so I definitely just wanted to use this. And yes, I'm just dabbing it on. And I'm dabbing it on to the point where it's almost not covering the entire thing, because yet again, I wanted it to be like a farmhouse, like rustic-y feel, where everything wasn't like perfect on here. And I just love the way these all turned out with like a distressed look without really even trying. And like I said, I do know all of the hacks and things like that, so my paint will not come off, but this is exactly what I wanted. And I just love it. And this was another pain in the butt. I don't know what it was this night with the vinyl not coming off. But yeah, I don't know. I absolutely love this. I love, love, love it. And for the last DIY, this only cost me $1. I had this wash sign in my bathroom, and I didn't like it. I ended up taking it out, throwing it in my craft closet. It was from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and I'm just painting it with the Waverly chalk paint in white. I did 2 coats of this, and then I ended up just printing a free printable off of Pinterest. I will leave the link in the description box for you guys, so if you want to try this one. And I just took some graphite paper from Arteza, and I am just tracing it. If you guys don't have graphite paper, I recommend it. I think this is so easy. So if you don't have like a silhouette or you don't have a stencil, it's way easy. You can reuse the graphite paper so you're not really wasting it, which I like as well. I'm going in with some jet black acrylic paint from Apple Barrel and painting this. Presley obviously is always around, so she was helping me out on this too. And if you don't have graphite paper, you can always just take the back of the printable and color it with your pencil and then trace over the top with like a pen, and that works just as good. It's just a tiny bit more time consuming. But yeah, this is all I'm doing is painting it, and you have a whole new sign. I think this is so cute. But you guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more simple and easy farmhouse decor, let me know that in the comments as well. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love if you hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!